Hey guys, welcome to Health. Let's check out this video called it's a Epichistory TV video, man. We're back into it. Okay, it's been a week and I'm back, so let's just get into this. Okay, it's called it's part 4 of History of Russia. Okay, History of Russia. Okay, part 4, what is to be done, is the title. Did he change the titles of every single thing? Like I've seen even other series like Napoleon and stuff like that. He changed the names of that. So I don't know. He redid his old channel with new thumbnails and everything. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what else he changed other than thumbnails. He did change the titles. So I don't know what to say, okay? But let's watch this part 4, History of Russia. What is to be done, okay? What is to be done? I don't know. Let's find out, okay? Let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's a short video. It's about 10 minutes long. It's gonna be fun, okay? Let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. This is gonna be cool, man. Okay, if you like this reaction, please subscribe. If you know, in the end, please do, okay? And let me increase the volume. Let's just get into it, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's go. History of Russia, part 4. Yeah! Okay.
1825.
1825.
Victory over Napoleon had confirmed Russia's status as a world power.
As a world power.
But there was discontent within Russia amongst intellectuals and army officers. Some of whom
also like I would like to mention the previous part. It was really cool. We started off with Catherine and her glorious reign, which is like so respectful, so amazing, you know, like female supremacy and all that. I love that shit, okay? That was really cool. It was so different from the other usual, you know, king and his rule and everything. It was female. It was kind of different, okay? I like that. But then we went into like Alexander, and then we went into Napoleon. Oh my God, it was really good. The previous reaction, the previous part was really good. I'll put that reaction at the end of this video so that you guys can watch it, okay? I'll put the one that I did before that as well, okay? So let's just get into it. 3 minutes, let's go, let's go.
whom had formed secret societies to plot the overthrow of Russia's autocratic system. When Emperor Alexander was succeeded, not as expected by his brother Constantine, but by a younger brother Nicholas, one of these secret societies used the confusion to launch a military coup. But the Decemberist revolt, as it became known, was defeated by loyalist troops, and the ringleaders were hanged. Others were sent into internal exile in Siberia. This was to become a common sentence for criminals and political prisoners in Tsarist Russia.
Tsarist.
Nicholas went on to adopt an official doctrine of orthodoxy, autocracy, and nationality. The state was to rest on the pillars of church, Tsar, and the Russian national spirit. A clear rejection of the values of European liberalism. In the Caucasus, border clashes with Persia led to a war which ended in complete Russian victory. The Treaty of Turkmenchai forced Persia to cede all its territories in the region to Russia and pay a large indemnity.
A lot of things are happening, and some of the things I'm unable to understand because I don't know the depth of how politics and all this works. So it's a bit difficult to understand, but you know, I'm trying my best, okay?
Support for Greece in its war of independence against the Ottomans led to war between Russia and the Ottoman Empire. Russian victory brought further gains in the Black Sea region. A Polish revolt, led by young army officers, was crushed by Russian troops. Alexander Pushkin, Russia's greatest poet, was shot in a duel, and 2 days later died from his wounds.
Oh my God. 2 days later too.
Sent troops to help put down a Hungarian revolt against Austrian rule. The emperor's willingness to help suppress liberal revolts won him the nickname the gendarme, or police.
Were the liberals always like this, like super extreme and hey, let's go do a riot, let's behead someone or some shit like that from back then, you know? I don't know. I can't comment on what's happening now. with all the Antifa and all that, I don't even know that much. So, I'm not going to talk on the modern politics, but were liberals like that, like crazy back in the day, and they had to stop them in some way or form, it's ridiculous, because even Catherine was like, in the previous part they mentioned that Catherine was really shocked at the savageness and craziness of the liberalism in the youth that was spreading, and they beheaded someone to make an example and shit. You even got to see like a like an artwork of it. It's just ridiculous. Okay, it was chaotic, it was crazy, and I can understand how Catherine felt. She might have even turned paranoid because of how crazy it actually looked like. But whatever, let's go.
Of Europe. Russia's first major railway was opened, connecting St. Petersburg and Moscow. Alexander Herzen, a leading intellectual critic.
So we're slowly leading up to the modern times, the civilized times, little by little by little, okay? And the Napoleon era and everything. We're getting close and close and close to being more civilized, and then we might even enter the area of the Western cowboys and fucking revolvers. Shit, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Okay, well, let's go.
Of Russia's autocracy emigrated to London, where he continued to call for reform in his homeland. He'd later be described as the father of Russian socialism.
Oh, is
the
that a good
Ottoman
thing?
Empire, now known as the sick man of Europe, reacted to further Russian provocations by declaring
it's called the sick man of Europe. Oh man.
War. The Russian Black Sea Fleet inflicted a crushing defeat on the Turks. The Battle of Sinope. But Britain and France, alarmed at Russia's southern expansion.
Isn't it crazy that the what do you call it? Like the Asian, like the Arabics or the Muslims have always fought the Europeans in the past. It's like two different things collaborating. It's like, what? You're telling me Europeans and Arabics? It's crazy to me. You know what I mean? It's like two different worlds to me.
And potential control of Constantinople declared war on Russia.
Yeah, you mean the Turks, right? Okay.
The Allies landed troops in Crimea and besieged the naval base of Sevastopol, which fell after a grueling year-long siege.
Dang!
In the Baltic, British and French warships blockaded the Russian capital.
It's like event after event, and this narrator is explaining, and it's like so revolutionary. Everything just happens. Everything that he's telling us and showing us, it's like so many big things have happened, and so many changes have taken place over the years, and it's like kind of like giving me kind of chills a little bit. It's like, wow, but whatever.
St. Petersburg. Russia was forced to sign a humiliating peace, withdraw its forces from the Black Sea, and put on hold plans for further southern expansion.
Okay. Alexander II, the Liberator. Wow.
Nicholas I was succeeded by his son, Alexander II.
Oh.
The Crimean War had
Why wasn't his father, named as like Alexander II? Why his son as a son? Well, I don't get it. Maybe it depends on what they choose. Your great grandson might take the title of your eldest, and label himself like junior or something, or the second or the third or something. I don't know, maybe that's how it goes, but whatever, let's go.
Exposed Russia's weakness. The country lagged far behind its European rivals
Crimean
in industry, infrastructure, and military power.
Dang.
So Alexander, unlike his father, decided to embrace reform. The most
pretty cool.
obvious
And also, like, he ruled for a long time. That's like 2-3 decades or something. That's a lot of time. That's almost like a generation of war and whatever he did and all that, his influence. So let's go.
Of Russia's backwardness was serfdom. According to the 1857 census, more than a third of Russians were serfs, forced to work their master's land with few rights, restrictions on movement, and their status passed down to their children. They were slaves in all but name.
Slaves.
In 1861, Alexander II abolished serfdom in Russia. He was hailed as the liberator.
Dang.
But in reality, most former serfs remained trapped in servitude and poverty.
Yeah, that
Alexander's
sucks.
reforms would continue with the creation of the Zemstva, provincial assemblies with authority over local affairs, including education and social welfare.
Social welfare.
In the Far East, Russia forced territorial concessions from a weakened China, leading to the founding of Vladivostok, Russia's major Pacific port.
Okay.
Another
that's
uprising
cool.
by Poles and Lithuanians against Russian rule was once more crushed by the Russian army. In the Caucasus, Russia's long and brutal war against local tribes came to an end, with their leaders swearing oaths of loyalty to the Tsar.
Wow, okay.
In Central Asia, the Russian Empire was gradually expanding southwards. Russian armies defeated the Emirate of Bukhara and the Khanate of Khiva. And by the 1880s, Russia had conquered most of what was then called Turkestan, today the countries of Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan,
That's insane.
Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan.
It's too many
Imperial
stamps.
rivalry in Central Asia between Russia and Britain led to the Great Game, a 19th century version of the Cold War.
Oh my
Centered
God.
on Afghanistan, diplomats and spies on both sides tried to win local support, extend their own influence, and limit the expansion of their rival, while avoiding direct military confrontation. Russia decided to sell Alaska to America for $7.2 million. Many Americans thought it was a waste of money. Gold and oil were only discovered there much later.
Oh my God.
Leo Tolstoy.
So you just lost a very precious piece of land. Really?
Tolstoy's War and Peace was published, still regarded as one of the world's greatest works of literature. The late 19th century was a cultural golden age for Russia, a period of literary greats and outstanding composers.
Cool. Love that
Russia,
shit.
in support of nationalist revolts in the Balkans against Ottoman rule, went to war with the Ottoman Empire once more.
Oh shit.
Russian troops crossed the Danube, then with Bulgarian help fought to secure the vital Shipka Pass.
Oh my God.
Then they launched a bloody 5-month siege of Plevna in Bulgaria. Russia and her allies finally won victory, with their troops threatening Constantinople itself.
Dude, some of these wars are so fucking brutal, so chaotic, man. You can literally, you could just look at a photo, which is not even real, like an artwork of how it possibly could have happened, how it probably happened, you know, and then you can hear it literally the way it looks. You can hear it, you know, you can hear the constant screaming and charging and attacking, and the you know, the clank of two swords hitting and all that shit. You know, it's insane. It's ridiculous, and also like the gunshots and all that shit. Crazy, man.
But at the Congress of Berlin, Russia bowed to international pressure and accepted limited gains in a settlement that also led to independence for Romania, Serbia, Montenegro, and later Bulgaria. Meanwhile, within Russia, radical political groups were increasingly frustrated by Alexander II's limited reforms. There were several failed attempts to assassinate the emperor, but as he prepared to approve new constitutional reforms,
1881,
he was killed in St. Petersburg
Oh
by
shit!
a bomb thrown by members of the People's Will. one of the
Oh
world's
my
first
God.
modern terrorist groups.
Oh shit.
This act of
One of the
violence
first modern terrorist groups. Oh my God.
would lead only to a new era of repression.
Oh man. It's not even a depression, it's a repression.
Did you
Oh,
know
shit.
all Epic History
Alright.
TV videos are made by just one
Cool.
person? With a little help from me, Charles Nove. We would sincerely appreciate your support at our Patreon
Cool
page
stuff.
to help us keep making history videos.
Dang.
Please click the link to find out how you
Yeah, go
can
pay him
become
on
an Epic History
Patreon.
TV patron.
He deserves, because this content is awesome. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna stop it here because it's on a playlist. But wow, man. There's so many things happen, I can't even like remember all of them. So many things gradually happened over the years, and you know, so many leaderships, so many leaders have come and gone, and you know, like an important leader died in the end, you know, and a terrorist group, one of the first modern terrorist groups, holy shit, decided to throw a bomb. What the hell? That's insane. Okay, so many things. Like I said, like I always said this. The history is filled with blood, so much carelessness, so much rage, and that's what, you know, made the this idea of war, this concept of war, it just kept happening. The war never stopped until World War II, until the end of World War II. Until then, we didn't have the idea of, hey, maybe this is fucking wrong. And maybe we did, but it's like, it's almost like, oh shit, it's too much. We're crossing some lines here. We need to stop. You know what I mean? Until the end of World War II, we didn't fucking realize that and stopped. And now I'm kind of fucking worried about World War III. It's not gonna be as brutal as the previous wars, but we have so many crazy bombs. And so many, like, we got so atomic bomb, nukes and all that shit. You know what I mean? And we're so fragile and getting sensitive, and we're fighting amongst each other for racist reasons, you know, ridiculous, you know, misandry and misogyny and, you know, all kinds of fucking reasons. Anything that pisses you off makes you really angry. Once you get really sensitive, the chances of becoming, again, like a war-torn world, it's gonna happen soon, because you know, I feel like we're gonna go back like really soon, man. I think it will happen in the next let's just say 150 years. After 150 years, it's gonna be a breaking point. At some point, something terrible is gonna happen. There's gonna be a World War III, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of scared already. I mean, after seeing all these historical videos, I'm like super scared. It really gets into the back of me. I'm like super scared, bro. I'm really worried, okay? But Russia did go through a lot. So many events have happened with the Turks and Ottoman Empire. Different types of things. So many regions have been captured, so many regions have been lost, so many things have happened, but Russia has been steady, and it kept growing into the epic shit which is now. It's like a big nation, Russia is, and we should stop calling each other like fascist or communist. You know some countries might be fascist. You can't do anything about that. It's the way they grew up. It's the way it all formed together that way. You can't change it either. So stop blaming each other for things. Let's just focus on doing good. How about that? Let's just focus on peace and good things. That's the only way we can go forward without a war. But I feel like human emotion is not something you can trust. It will go insane, and we will have a World War III anyway. You know what I mean? It's just human nature, bro. It sucks. I don't know why the world would create human beings if they were to destroy the world itself with fucked up things like war and famine and crazy shit. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, okay? But the animals are better than us, if you ask me. At least they don't gang up and go on a war. They just fight each other and end of story. They just, they just do it individually because they're hungry, and it's not really that like a group think and all-out war and shit, you know? Animals are better than us when it comes to, keeping the world safe. You know, just us being born into this world is like a curse to this world. But whatever, you know, I'm talking too much, but that's the end of this. History of Russia Part 4, what is to be done? What can we do? That's my thing. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen next. You know, so many things have happened in this. It's like a fast forward button on the remote, you know, it's like that. Okay, so if you like this reaction, please subscribe. Not many things to focus on because things the video itself is like narrated event after event and stuff like that, so I can't speak on all of them, and especially when I'm not even like, I don't know that much about these things, the politics and what exactly happened in certain events. So I'm sorry if I don't speak deeply on those things, but I really love this video. I really enjoyed it. Okay, can't wait for the next part. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you like this, please subscribe to this channel. Go check out my backup channel, link in the description. There's like Napoleon stuff over there. If you like it there, subscribe over there. If you like this reaction, subscribe over here. Subscribe to both my channels, show me support. There's nothing wrong with getting entertained. Okay, so please subscribe. I'll see you guys next week with more, and also like you're getting a lot more content today as well. So please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.